Not a hater, put your hands up for the return of the fairy tale anime. Fairy Tale Season 2 or Fairy Tale Episode 176 or just Fairy Tale 2014 Episode 1. What can you even call this just to say to people this is the episode you're gonna see. It's been an awesome start and I can't wait to see more. And of course, knowing the fact that the anime will catch up to the manga in no time, it's usually bad news. Either way, this episode starts off exactly as the first one many months ago ended. Oh, well, at least somewhat. Uh, we see somehow a bag. The Lucy is sitting in the sanctuary where dragons are surrounding her and everything's burning. Natsu is also there and he is trying to fight off the dragons. But then we switch to the bar, another way where Gray and Natsu are having a bar fight, and he managed to injure Happy and also ruins Elsa's cake. Because here we actually get a small introduction back to all the characters, what they can do. Not all of them, of course, but about Gray, the ice wizard magic user, and Natsu, the fire dragon slayer. We also see some hints that Wendy, a dragon slayer, but can use healing magic. This is probably just for people who have just started to get a little early reminder on what the running gags and what the people could do. Either way, Gajeel comes back, and Gajeel is the Steel Dragon Slayer, as you know, and he in the last episode, Natsu pushed him along far away in order to take on Rouge and Sting, because we see them from the Sabretooth Guild, who is currently the strongest. He wants to show Natsu something. But remind, oh yeah, Sting and Rouge of the Sting, the White Dragon Slayer, and Rouge, the Shadow Dragon Slayer, are all reprimanded by the Master in his bullying ways, and he wants them to erase his marking because they lost to Natsu. However, Lecter, the cat who is Sting's partner, tries to talk sense into the Master, but the Master just obliterates him. That causes Sting so much grief that he punches right through Jima's, the Master's, stomach. Wait a minute. What is that that's flying around? Is that blood? Or is that human tissue? Are you telling me this anime will actually have some minor blood? No way. There's no way that was blood. Oh, well, we did see the hole in his stomach, though, but I saw no blood. Did you? Either way, back to Gajeel and Natsu together with Wendy. Gray, Happy, Charlie, Panther Lily, and Lucy have followed them. When they meet the dragon's graveyard, Wendy decides to use her Milky Way magic because she thinks she can communicate with the dragons, and she does successfully summon one, Circlonus, the Jade Dragon, who immediately scares the gang, but at the same time only proves himself to be a weirdo. But nothing is more funny than seeing human faces laugh. And then he begins to tell them a story after some minor comedy. He begins to tell them a history, telling them that there existed two dragons in a time. Those who wanted to be peace with humans and those who did not, because dragons used to rule the world. They became a civil war, but the dragons of the human side then taught humanity Dragon Slayer. And then we get some epic music, back to the fairy tale epic score. However, the Dragon Slayers betrayed their fellow dragons, including their allies, and began to slay them. And there was one who slayed so many that he eventually even became a dragon, and he even started another war. He became so powerful that he proclaimed himself, and probably all rightfulness, the Dragon King. That king was Acnologia, and we see a flashback about long time ago. Acnologia attacked Tenru Island, so we get a reminder there too. After that, Circlonus' spirit disappears, And Natsu, Wendy, and Gajeel are a bit worried about will they turn into dragons if they use Dragon Slayer. However, then a white knight appears with Yukino proclaiming Seraph turned uh, Acnologia into a dragon, similar to the books of Seraph o Deliora, Grey reminding. It then ends there. However, we see back to a strange part where Natsu challenges the dragon, and he appears to jump right into a dragon's mouth. An awesome return to Fairy Tail. And I gotta say, I loved the opening and the ending. Of course, some openings of Fairy Tail usually do not get stuck on you immediately, but if you listen more to them, they get stuck on you. This opening, of course, was very short, and I'm already demanding a full release because I want to hear the whole song. And the strange thing is, I want someone to do an English cover of this song, but you can never demand to do anyone of the English cover. And but if there is someone who feels that song is so good, maybe they can do a English cover. It wasn't a long song, and the ending was also good. Fairy Tail is back, and I will probably review the anime. Sometimes I will, sometimes not. Well, if I do not, that's only because I may not have time. Not because I'm not liking it. I will always be a Fairy Tail fan. I see you around.